All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to chill tonight. Got the fire going. We're going to do some chatting about Bigfoot, the new footage that is out on Bigfoot. A lot of people are saying, though, are they going to come clean and say Bigfoot is real? Just like they're saying aliens are real, right? So I did see the footage today. It's very interesting. It does look like a Bigfoot or somebody in a suit, but I don't see how somebody would take a chance on being in a suit out there in the wilderness where there's a good chance a hunter or somebody could take a shot at it. So, you know, it seems plausible to me, right? It seems like it's possible that it could be real footage. Hello, Debbie. How's the sound? Can you hear or no? Good? All right. I am having some hot tea. So let's get down to the topic. Bigfoot. Do you guys think Bigfoot is real? That's my opinion. Debbie, or not my opinion, but my question. Do you think Bigfoot could be possibly real? And we're going to be waiting for the government to come out and say Bigfoot's real. Is it too loud? I just have a garden sign to believe Bigfoot. You have a garden, so you believe in Bigfoot? No, it sounds good. Okay. So you do believe Bigfoot is real? Well, from what that footage showed, these people were on a train. The train was going real slow. And they caught an object walking across the prairie. Well, it wasn't prairie, actually, it was mountain range. And the thing ducked down in the bushes, and you couldn't even see it anymore. It actually blended right in with the wilderness. It was unreal. So a lot of people zoomed in on it. It does look like somebody very hairy. But what is shocking is how it blended right in with the background. Almost like a ghillie suit, but this was no ghillie suit. If this is the new ghillie suit that's out, I'm going to have to get one. If it was the new ghillie suit, I would have to get one. Tahoe, the eighth wonder of the world. How you doing? We're talking about Bigfoot tonight, the new footage, and then after that we'll talk about Gaza and the war. Tahoe, what's your opinion? Bigfoot real or not? I should do a poll. Is Bigfoot real? Could Bigfoot be genetically created? My beliefs are yes in a lab. Could somebody, some very sick man out there, have slept with an animal, a gorilla, monkey, whatever, and created this new race of man? I don't know. Could it be God created Bigfoot? Could Bigfoot actually be the devil? Right? Bigfoot looks like a beast to me. The Lord did say he casted the devil onto earth in beast form. Could be. Right? Could be. Tahoe, what do you think? Bigfoot isn't real. You don't know that. How would you know that, Tahoe? How would you know Bigfoot ain't real? Were you there? I've been watching too much. Jesse Ventura. How do you know, Tahoe? How do you know Bigfoot ain't there? Were you there in the lab when they created him? God bless Jesse Ventura. It's a small world. It sure is. It sure is. But the question is this footage real? That's the question. No, I'm going to let you folks know it. There could be rumors that somebody let some Bigfoots loose down south in the southern area, the South Carolina, North Carolina areas, down there in Florida, the skunk apes and stuff like that, the wild man of Kentucky and all that. Could it be a Bigfoot? It's possible. It's very possible. Now, knowing that the studies that we do and the experiments that we do in labs, which these experiments were going on in the 30s when we went into war. That's about the same time that these experiments started in these labs. And then the experiments were started to create the greatest soldier ever. Part man, part beast. Let me get back to my chat and see what's up. Oh, yeah, there's Tahoe the doctor now, and the doctor emoji. I don't know, Johnny. I'm just a surgeon. I know, Tahoe. I would believe in aliens, Debbie says, before Bigfoot. Sure you would. Sure you would, you 8-armed tentacle octopusy alien woman. Sure you would believe in it. Tahoe says, yes, Debbie. Aliens before Bigfoot. Boy, don't you two work great as a team. Let's see what Debbie has to say. Debbie posted a silverback gorilla. She posted a silverback gorilla. So what are you saying, Debbie? That you believe in Bigfoot? Before you said yes, Bigfoot was real, but now Tahoe's there. And now all of a sudden, like, man, I believe in aliens before Bigfoot. Right? Ain't it funny how Tahoe sways the women? Right? Ain't it funny? But what do I think? Is it possible to create a Bigfoot in the lab? Yes. Debbie says I couldn't find a Bigfoot, or I count. She count Dracula a Bigfoot. I'm not sure. Don't worry, Debbie. Don't worry. I'll find out from Bragg if we have any of our Bigfoot out there. Tao says, no, Johnny. Why do you say that? Why do I say Bigfoot's real? Because I know in this world that we live in the studies that go on in order to better man, to try and create the bigger, badder soldier, the biggest weaponry. Almost like Iron Man, but like I got more seniority than Iron Man. But yes, do I think it's possible to create this beast in a lab? Yes. Now, do I also think that it very well could be the devil himself if we go by the Bible? Yes. Yes, it makes sense. Let me get back to my chat. W Toast alien, squiggly arm alien, and robot. Which that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Right? Perfect sense to me. And Debbie, why do you say that? In Tahoe, why do you say that? Go on, it's an open mic chat tonight. How do you know Bigfoot is not real? Anybody? Go on. I'm waiting. What's wrong with my? Is something wrong with the internet? Are you guys too afraid to voice your opinion on Bigfoot? Is it too scary to even talk about? For some of you, it might be. Um, Either that or the internet's gone bad. But I do believe it's possible. The footage looks good. Now, like I said, if this is a guy in a suit, man, they're pretty good at it. And that guy had to be hot. But yet you see no sheen from the sun hitting his face. If it was makeup, you would see a sheen, right? From the makeup, a shine off his face. But we're not seeing that in the footage. We're seeing a very high forehead. We're seeing a giant forehead on this beast uh, in the footage. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, I watched some footage on it, and they zoomed in on it. And when that thing sat down within that ground cover there, you couldn't even see it. It blended right in, and it was shocking how it just blended. It just looked like a, like shrubbery, like it just blended right in with the background. Let me see what my chat has to say. It's too hot with all that here. Exactly. Now, are you telling me there would be a guy sitting out there for hours just waiting for a train to come by and walk across the uh, the landscape and then just sit down? Is it possible? Well, it is possible. It would have to be a very breathable suit, and the guy would have to have patience, right? How long are you going to sit out there waiting for a train to come by? You don't even know if the train's coming by. And plus, you're taking a big chance because it's hunting season. And that thing could have been mistaken easily for a bear or an animal, a wolf. I could tell you what, the thing was pretty muscular, and you could see that underneath the fur. But that's just the thing. I mean, our technology today and our CGI or our makeup crews or whatever on movie sets or whatever are phenomenal today. So it is possible to make a suit. But as you zoom in on the photo and look, uh, it's got a very high forehead. And looks somewhat humanoid, the facial features, but big nose, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But it didn't have hair around its face as much as everyone or all these videos you see about Bigfoot. Right? So it's interesting footage. It just came out recently, I think yesterday or something like that. And people do, you can hear people in the video say, hey, something's walking out there on the mountain or on the hill or whatever, the mountainside. And then sit out there all like, oh, yeah, you could see it walking. And it just stopped and dropped to the ground and blended right in with the background. It was shocking. So, do I think this is something they can create, whether it be fiction or real? Yes. Yes. So let's go to my chat. You never know anymore. No, you don't, Debbie. You really don't know anymore because these things are possible today. But here's the thing, this is all old technology. They were doing these kind of experiments in the 30s and 40s and 50s, and that's a proven fact. Uh, a lot of people think all this new hearts and brain chips and all that stuff is all new technology. But if you actually research it on YouTube, you will find documentation and footage of a man back in the 30s or 40s that in, that did the first implant into a bull, and then he implanted a chip, a device, into a bull's head, and he was able to control the bull from charging at people. So that's all old technology. It's just made advancements, right? They just taken it and made advancements on the technology. But that's all old technology. There was a scientist back in the 20s, I believe, or 30s. I could be possibly wrong. It could have been the 40s. That did the first transplant of a head onto another body. And that was successful. So we know studies have gone on with transplants from early time. I think even ancient people were doing it. Anyone else want to talk about it? Voice their opinion. Feel free. I'm going to keep my mouth shut for a while. You guys talk amongst yourself. Let's just listen to some relaxing fire. check on YouTube. I think you might be able to find it on YouTube. Man implants brain device or chip into a bull. I think it was in the 1930s. So do I think it's capable of maybe a crossbreed? Maybe the animals crossbreeded and created Bigfoot. Is that possible? Maybe. Maybe maybe just like what was in the Bible. Excuse me. Maybe the gorilla, just like what the Bible said, has transitioned, advanced right in front of our eyes, as the Bible said. Is that possible? And we're actually seeing revolution, or not, what do they call it? Is it revolution? Not revolution, evolving, where these species are actually evolving into man. This is phenomenal. Scientists are going flabbergasted, right? Let me see what my mom, Debbie, says. Yes, they could have in a lab somewhere. Exactly. Very possible. But it's also possible that maybe these things are evolving. They are actually evolving. Is it possible? I don't know. Everything's possible. It was in the Bible. So it's possible that it's actually Mother Nature or God evolving, and it's right in front of our faces. Thus, for they would say, "Look, if the Bible was real, because the Bible says the beast was cast to the earth, right, in beast form. Therefore, the beast is it could be the devil, right? He's taken form of an animal." And the Bible speaks of it. Thus, where the Bible would come true, I would say. Well, this is, this is freaky stuff. Anybody want to comment on this? Listen, I'm not trying to scare anybody. Folks, you don't have to worry about a war in America from another country right now, I don't believe. I think we got to worry about aliens and Bigfoot, right? And if he's being chased out of his habitat, which would be wilderness, Canada, Russia, all these places where there's great forests. If he's being chased out by civilization, mankind building fires, wildfires, it might be pushing him down further into America. That would explain the wild Kentucky man, or the skunk ape of Florida, or Bigfoot down in the Carolinas or whatever. You know, maybe possible. Folks, let's take a break for sounds of relaxing fire. Has war broke out yet, Debbie, in Gaza? That will be our next topic, Gaza, the war. How long has this been going on? Centuries, folks. Centuries. Who always ends up getting sucked up into it? America. Right? We're keeping an eye on it. We're not going to have no troops there. Israel is perfectly capable of handling themselves. I feel for both sides because both sides of these people have been in conflict for centuries, right? They're constantly at war with each other. So I feel for both sides. There must be peace. They must bring these people. These are both nuclear countries, and they must bring them to the table. Yes, they could have an elect. Oh yeah. What's that, Debbie? What are you saying? Oh yeah, too. I think America should stay out of it right now. My opinion. We got problems here. I think we should stay out of it for right now, unless Israel asks for our help or NATO. Which, if I was running the country, I would take it in front of NATO and let NATO handle it. America's been doing a lot of things for many, many years, folks, helping the best we can. Sometimes we just can't afford it, and our own country's in turmoil. Sometimes you got to take a break from the war and get your country fixed. I guess I must have struck a nerve because I don't have nobody watching anymore. Everybody's gone. Now that's all right, folks. Even with nobody watching, even without a audience, one day someone will see the video. It'll be documented within the servers or within YouTube or whatever. And 50,000 years from now, people will be listening to this somewhere in the world. Maybe aliens are listening to it right now. You don't know. Maybe I'm being possessed by an alien. Maybe I'm an alien. Maybe we're all aliens. That would explain Debbie's 8 arms and why she likes hot dogs so much. Frozen. The nights are getting cooler. Well, it looks like it's just you and me, Debbie. The end of the night. Where the bright lights the blue. I was thinking about a woman I love, but I never knew. She said I always was a dreamer. I stand my that's mine. So hard to change. Can't see it's calling your name. Pick up the guitar. Nope. Tonight is Bigfoot night. Debbie, what do you think? Bigfoot? She's got to be real. Johnny, help me upstroke me, please. What? No, Deborah. Tonight is Bigfoot.
No. Let's get back to the topic.
How many do you think there are of these Bigfoots? Do you think they are breeding? I mean, are they like rabbits in the woods? How many are there? Where could they be? Have they dug in? Are they underground in caves? Are they like rabbits and they multiply like crazy within the wild? Some of them moans and howls that we're hearing at night. What's really going on out there in the woods? Giant Bigfoot orgy, or I don't know. It's scary. I can tell you that much. Would I go into the woods today without weapon or machete? No. No. With wolves, you wouldn't even have a chance. If we lived in India and there was tigers, folks, we wouldn't have a chance. You'd have to go outside with a gun, and you would have to kill it from a far distance. Because if you were walking and it jumped right out of you out of the bush, it'd kill you. You wouldn't survive it. All right, let me see what my great chat lady says. Yes, families, it's them. Yes, make Bigfoot babies. Yep. You might be right, Debbie. Debbie, your house is cold. This old house gets cold. You can come stay here if you want, but I had a couple evening peers. It stays warm in here. I'm getting it all sealed up for winter. That's what you need to do, Debbie. Get yourself some plastic to put over the windows. Put foam, if you have to, in the rooms, in the heat ducts that you're not using. Close all the heat ducts. I know it's tough in an old house. Ham, biscuits. I think I got some ham. You'll be alright. You like bologna? They like bologna. Oh, you need the alien? Oh, Bigfoot. No, I think I got some. I got ham and Cajun turkey and tomatoes and mayonnaise. You'll be alright. Ah, it's the great troll of all trolls, Paige Turner. Is this Johnny's Sahana super relaxed footage message? No, we're talking about Bigfoot tonight, Turner. All right, there's new footage out on Bigfoot, dude, or ma'am. Get with the program. If you read the title of it, it explains itself. Bigfoot. New footage out. It was phenomenal. I got some guys, they zoomed in on it. Phenomenal footage. What are we dealing with? Maybe a new generation, a genetical change within the animal species, which is phenomenal. Could be everything. It could be the devil. Maybe. In Jesus' name, I hope not. He might be on the run trying to hide. He might be manifesting from this beast, which we call Bigfoot, into human. Excuse me. Let me see what Paige Turner's got to say. Nothing. The cat's got her or his tongue. Zilch. Debbie Fox says, Bigfoot likes bologna biscuit. He might. There might be more to the Slim Jim commercials than we know. That might be them trying to tell us, hey, Bigfoot's real. He likes meat, like Slim Jims. Uh, Stay out of the woods, possibly. I'm not sure. Maybe. Folks, let's take a break for this lovely, calm, peaceful fireplace. You know, I bought this fireplace at a garage sale. What did I pay for that? I think I paid $5 for it at the barn sale. It actually did not work. And the Amish lady that I bought it from said, I can't get it to work. Will you give me $5? I said, sure. I brought it home, tore it apart, changed the light bulbs. Case looks like a real fireplace. $5 at the Amish barn sale out there. Which that reminds me, I got to stop there. They're going to be closing, I think, at the end of October or November. I think she said the last days was. All right, what else is Paige Turner got to say? Let's see. Bigfoot is a hoax, much like God and the illegal aliens, Jesus. Oh my God. In Jesus' name, forgive him. He knows not what he said, Lord. How dare you come into my chat, Paige Turner, and talk that blasphemy? Unbelievable. If Tahoe was there right now, I'm sure he would be very upset at you, but he's too busy right now polishing up his BMW. Word up, Deb. Unbelievable. God is real. In Jesus' name, amen. Paige Turner, you should be asking God for forgiveness. All right, so Paige Turner, you're saying that you don't believe that Bigfoot could be created in the lab? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me you don't believe that the animal species could crossbreed and create a Bigfoot? Paige Turner, are you telling me, Paige Turner, that you don't think the Bible's real and Bigfoot is actually the devil? Go on. Feel free to voice your opinion. You won't be judged there. What about lizard people? Don't they take ain't that the devil? Ain't they supposed to be like lizard people are like the aliens or the devil or whatever? Folks, it might be. I don't know. How about we just do this? We keep praying to God, and this might pass. The devil's got to be on his way out, folks. He's been here for thousands of years. He's like fell to earth, like before man or whatever. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. God bless God, though. I can say that much. I'll keep doing that after I've seen that footage. What are we dealing with? Right? Are people that nuts to go out there and make us psychotically go nuts? Think to make society think these things are real? Debbie Fox says the lizard people is a race by themselves. It might be a demon or somebody that works for the devil. Maybe the Bigfoot people hang out with the lizard people. Paige Turner says, let's talk about it. Phony Bigfoot crap. And oh yeah, that little annoying terrorist attack in Israel. It's a war. And it's been going on for thousands of years, Paige Turner. Haven't you read the Bible? This is an ongoing war that has been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries. It sucks the money out of everything. It causes us to pray to God even more. And like I said, I feel sorry for both sides out there. We're dealing with stuff in America right now, within our own borders, that's just shocking. And hunker down. That's all we can do. All right, Paige Turner, what would you rather talk about? Debbie, I do believe you're right. Maybe lizard people are some kind of a form of civilization. Possibly. That's just our theory. Paige Turner says, I will leave the hunkering to you, Johnny. Well, Mr. Turner, I'm kind of worried because you think that all this is not real, but maybe it ain't, Mr. Turner. Maybe you're right, Mr. Turner. Maybe this is all psychologically induced through radio waves and brain frequencies. Maybe it is the Lord and the power of the Lord that's making me smart when I'm really an idiot. All glory goes to God if that is what's going on. I don't know. These things interest me. Sometimes my brain works real good, but then it's brain. It don't work real good because I have a disability. I take one day at a time, but I'm always interested in things. Paige, Debbie Fox says, Paige, you have to prep. What if the grid goes down? Well, this is something that is possible, Deborah. The grid could go down, but we've been preparing for it with solar panels. If you've noticed, everybody has been complaining about the solar power. Oh my God, the solar power. If the grid goes down and the nuclear plants close and the turbines shut down, the only thing we will have to power us is our solar grid. So see, folks, solar grids are not that bad. They do work, not as efficiently as a nuclear plant, but they do work and they are efficient. It's storing the power. How can we store the power for a longer distance, harvest that energy? And it's very hard to do with an atmosphere, gravity, of cold and hot, cold and hot. You would have to create the most perfect environment for a battery to survive. All right, what are we talking about now? Then I will miss John. What's wrong? I will leave the hunkering to you, Debbie Pagan. And I will miss John terribly. Miss me where? Why, where are you going? What about the zombie apocalypse? The newer cars won't work. Nope, the newer cars won't work. Paige Turner, what is wrong? Go on, voice your opinion. What is the problem, sir? Or ma'am? Let me get back to Debbie's question. The newer cars won't work. No, they won't. And let me get back to Debbie's other question. What about the zombie apocalypse? Well, we're almost seeing zombie-like apocalypse with the new drugs that are out today that are on the street. This flacca, that flacca makes you turn into a zombie. There's this. All right. Any other questions? Zombies are everywhere here in San Francisco. Yes, they are, Bendejo. Yes, they are, my friend. But you have one thing to look forward to. You have some of the best Mexican food on the West Coast. So you have that to look. You have that going for you out there, amigo. All right, now let's get back to. Ooh, Debbie's posting zombie women and men. That's spooky, right? That is pretty spooky. Page Turner, zombies are everywhere here. Yep, I know. I know, Debbie. Check it out, the green zombies. What about the vampires? Is America going to come out now? The government going to come out and say, "Hey, folks, is the church going to come out now and say, hey, guess what? We might have aliens. Like they might be real. This Bigfoot guy running around, well, he just might be real. He might be the devil himself. And guess what else? We got vampires, right? Vampires, right? I mean, this is shocking. Now, could you make a movie? Well, yeah, you're seeing a movie as we speak right now. The whole world is a movie. But I'm sure it would make a great movie. But we're talking, this is real life, folks. This possibly could be real life where they're getting ready to spring on us. Aliens are real. But then again, if you do enough history on YouTube and war, conflict, deception, government experiments, it could be a way for them to say, oh, something happened and 50 million people died, and it was the aliens. Or Bigfoot attacked everyone and 20 million people died. We don't know. Let me see what Debbie says. Debbie's still posting green man. Paige Turner says, I'm dealing with a roach invasion. I got leads out here. I just wrote to Congress and Senate asking them for 20 trillion to fight this weed problem we have up north here. An invasion of these leaves that are falling off of trees everywhere out there. I don't know if they'll give me the sponsorship, but I'm trying. But yeah, you got roaches. You might as well call an exterminator. Hey, the great Tahoe's back, eighth wonder of the world. Right? How you doing? You took a little time from the garage, right? Sitting here looking at the car all night, the BMW. I know I used to have my Trans Am and an IROC. I know you just get out, you know, you just want to sit and look at it after you wash it and everything. You just sit there, have a beer, and you just look at it. And you're like, I think I'm in love with this car. And then you just clean the rims and everything. Or you just get in the car late at night. Right? Everyone's sleeping. You're out in the garage, sitting in the BMW. Right? I've gone through it. Right? When I had my 86 IROC, many nights. Right? Just staring at the car, sitting in it. I know what you're talking about. All right, let's see what else Paige Turner's got to say. There was a bunch of living inside your juicer. Girl, get yourself, or dude, get out of there. This is horrible what's going on the West Coast. On the East Coast, we got rats. They're saying you could put saddles on them and ride them down the sidewalk. Out west, we got roaches. Up north here, we got brown recluses and locusts, right? Or cicadas or whatever. These giant bugs that if they fly into your forehead, there's a good chance it'll knock you out. They are zombie roaches. Paige Turner, get out of there. Call the landlord. Oh my God. Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. And that's another thing we're battling with in America. Our own society and country is being invaded by rats, mice, mosquitoes, wasps, roaches. Uh, I, these are things we should have killed a long time ago. They just keep popping up everywhere. How? What is it? I don't know. Alien? Life. You can't stop life. It procreates. I'm waiting for a giant 8-foot roach to pop up in New York somewhere on the East Coast. Oh my God. Flash bulletin. Giant roach spotted. This is unbelievable. We can't even, you want to go fight a war and spend trillions, but you can't even kill the rats in New York. It's no wonder the plague has swept across America. Everyone, it's the flu. It's the plague. We got more mosquitoes, rats, fleas in America. It's no wonder the plague swept through here. All right, let me get back to my chat. My beach, left everything go in. I was out. I don't know, just get out of there. My God. I'm telling you, you're going to turn off the lights and go to bed. And then it'll be too late. They'll carry you away. Hold on, folks. I'm having a little malfunction. I don't know if it's YouTube or my computer saying I'm low on memory. Thanks for the memory. Oh my God, she doesn't care about cleaning. Who don't care about cleaning? You gotta clean, right? You don't clean, then you get disease. Who does not clean? Paige Turner saying all she cares about is drinking beers and smoking. Oh my God, get her some help, whoever it is. Folks, let's take a minute to the lovely songs of the fireplace. Well, my heart goes out to you, Paige Turner. I'm sorry to hear about your situation, but I'm kind of shocked that you can't get anyone to come in there and help you with the problem. If I remember correctly, Bendejo lived out west with his mother, and Bendejo himself was in a wheelchair. And he could not take care of his mother and father because they themselves, or he was in a wheelchair and not they themselves had disabilities. Now, well, bless his little heart. Bless his little heart. I do feel bad for Bendejo because being that I have a disability and I have other family members that have a disability, and I also have a family member that's in a wheelchair, a paraplegic himself. So I feel for Bendejo. I do have a heart. But in today's world and YouTube, we don't know if we can believe what Bendejo says, just like people can't believe what I say. So we don't know. But if it is true, then Lord, it must be true. And even though Bendejo has been a pain in the butt before, I still feel for him. And he's counted as a number here. I think did I let Bendejo go? I know I had him in lockup, but I'm not sure. I think I did. There's so many of them that their names change constantly. So people say, well, let Bendejo out. You look for Bendejo and you can't find Bendejo because they changed their names. And then one day you go in there and then Bendejo's in there and you're like, is that Bendejo or not Bendejo? Nah, well, we'll pray for him here. Lord, give Bendejo the strength to help. If this story is true, give Bendejo the strength to help his family through these rough times and to help Bendejo himself. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, what a great night. It's cooling down around here, folks. Bendejo is 3 people, 4 people all in one. If I was to evaluate Bendejo, I would say Bendejo's a very angry man. Deep within his heart, very angry at the world, of the situation that he's in. The world, the people of his family, which I was the same way, mad at the world. Why is this happening to my family? But then I knew it must have been the sins in our lives or whatever. We're not perfect, only Jesus is. We're lucky to be alive, amen. But I hated the world too, especially when my brain didn't work anymore as good as it used to. I blame the world. I've been there before. If you're listening out there, Bendejo, the great Bendejo, I feel for you. But you've taken your anger out amongst the world, much like Anthony Drino. You just can't go and do things. and not get in trouble for it. But I feel for you, Bendigo, if you're listening. Now, what topic were we on? Debbie, is there anything you would like to talk about? Page Turner, are there any topics you would like to talk about? It is getting very late. I actually feel kind of myself right now. I'm feeling good. Uh, I did buy some weights at a garage sale, real cheap, and I think I'm going to start using them, using this exercise bike again. I was doing it for a couple weeks, but then I was like, I had to urge the strength to do it. So I started working out a little bit at a day. And I'll remind you, I smoke cigarettes, but I'm very active. I'm always out cutting grass or doing something outside or whatever, moving around, cleaning, whatever. But for like 2 weeks, I started working out and I started feeling good. But then something came over me. It was almost like a entity, ghost, demon or whatever. And it was like, eat some chips, eat some ice cream. So it could be a spirit, an entity, a sorcerer doing this upon us. Now, these people claim that they're doing the work of the Lord, but I don't think so. I just don't think so. Not if they're creating trouble within people's lives. I don't think so. Paige Turner, you've been pushing the weights lately, past few weeks. That's good. That's good. I'm going to have about 4 months where I don't have nothing to do unless I have to shovel a driveway. If there's a freak snowstorm and I have to go out and shovel this lady's driveway or something, then I'll have something to do. But if not, I'm going to be at home getting my computers all ready for next year, recording music in my Pro Tools, playing video games, watching movies, and working out. I'm going to try and work out all winter and see what I look like or feel like by spring. Debbie sees that you've been hitting the weights that year. She must have seen you shirtless. You must be doing good, Mr. Turner. Keep up the good work. Keep working out. Keep going. The women love you here. We love you here. Bendejo, Paige Turner, Lane Staley, and all the people that you create. We love you here. You're counted as one or many. Ah, that beautiful fire. So peaceful. All alone of me. Where the brother took blue. I was thinking about a woman but winter workout. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try. That's all I can do is try and pray. It's always good to have somebody with you to push you along or keep you going or give you something to live for, right? We'll see. I'll see what I can do. See what I can do. It's getting late. You're going to get some good sun this weekend. Good. Make sure you put your sunscreen on and get a good tan. You know, there's a tanning bed for sale right down the street here. I'm telling you I was going to buy it, but I don't know where I would put a tanning bed. I would have to put it right here in my front room. And then people probably would think I was crazy. They walk in this apartment and that. Bendejo would be a good kid. I just went over to my mother's past 2 days and cut down all her plants for her. Got it all ready for winter. So Bendejo would be a good person to go and pull weeds at his mother's. While you're there, you might as well cut down any plants. Oh wait, you guys don't have winter out there. So, but out here up north. All right, have you folks had enough chitter chatter tonight? Are you folks tired or do you want to keep going? It's up to you folks. We got rain coming in tomorrow. We got big rain for the next 3-4 days coming in. Actually started getting cloudy tonight. Last time I went to the tanning salon was 99. I've never been to a tanning salon in my life. When I had deep, dark tans, it was all natural sun from working every day in construction. And let me tell you something. If you're a construction worker or a framer or a roofer, we always had the best tans around. Yeah, well, that's just all part of construction. Yeah. You know, I loved working construction because you were getting a workout consistently every day, whether it be by carrying 2x4s, plywood, 2x12s, 8x18s, whatever it may be. You were constantly lifting, moving all day. I loved being a carpenter. It was great. I even loved being a roofer. All right, the internet is starting to mess up. Anything they want to say regarding Bigfoot, aliens, lizard people, Aquaman. What if Megalodon is still alive? Megalodon was one of the biggest sharks. Now I've seen a video the other day that's come out where they have said that there's been a giant mass animal that was seen in the video that they think would be a megalodon. All right, is my internet working, folks? Can you hear me? Anybody watching? I know it locked up there. Maybe I'll end this video. It's getting late. Internet's messing up. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. Paige Turner, Debbie Fox, Tahoe. Who else? No, I think that was pretty much it. Too loud. I'm too loud or the mic's too loud? The fire's too loud? I don't know. All right, now my internet's working pretty good. All right, how's that? Thank everyone for stopping in. I'm going to end this video. Internet's messing up. Have a great night.